You're late. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So yeah, today's topic is talking about time constraints. When you're on a bike and you got a place to be at a specific time and you're riding your motorcycle for that day, you know, are you ever late? You know, punctual wise, I'd say, you know, when I choose to ride my bike and I have to be somewhere at a specific time, I make sure that I can leave in plenty of time. You know, if anything comes up, you know, or if I decide to take a different route, it gives me enough time to get there in a timely manner where I don't feel rushed. And that's another question is that, you know, the difference between riding a motorcycle for me, like riding this bike per se, the difference between me riding the bike, let me correct myself on that. The difference between me riding my bike versus driving the car, you know, it's a lot easier to just get in the car, you know, start it up and take off. As shown at the beginning of, you know, when you're riding the bike, you gotta, you know, usually suit up or put the appropriate attire on, depending on the temperature of the day and, you know, weather conditions and what's to be expected. And, you know, that in itself takes time to get yourself prepared prior to that. And also doing this moto vlog that I'm doing, getting the cameras ready, you know, getting that situated. So that also takes time, and that eats into the time. So, you know, I guess I kind of bring this topic up because, you know, I love riding my bike, I do, but sometimes I get a little stressed when I know I have to be somewhere at a specific time. And it's not like where I'm heading right now is I'm heading into work. We're having a meeting today, and I made sure that I left in plenty of time so I could ride the bike today, because it is a nice day today. It's in the 60s, and I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I got myself ready in plenty of time. I'm going to take the scenic route. I don't have to get on the highway. But, you know, if I was, you know, something came up and I was pushing for time, I could jump on the highway and take that route. But, you know, I guess I'm just, you know, for some of you out there that if you do ride your bike, you know, back and forth to work, you know, do you allocate more time to get yourself, you know, on the bike, you know, get yourself suited up, like I'd mentioned, and anything like that? Because, I mean, it's like I said, it's quick for me to just get in the car and just drive where I need to be and know what I need to be at a certain time, and I can just be there pretty quickly. But I mean, once I'm going, I'm fine. It's just that initial getting started thing. And, you know, sometimes things happen, you know, in the household that I can't leave at a specific time. So, you know, I just really hate to be rushed. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't mind it if I'm rushed, if I'm in the car and I know I can leave and I can make it there. But anymore, I just don't, let me just correct myself. I just don't like to be rushed at all. You know, it just, the problem I think with society today is that there's just too many people out there being in too dang of a hurry that it's like, you know, I'll give you an example. I mean, our interstate, you know, has a speed limit of 70 miles an hour. You can't tell me there is no one on that interstate out there riding or out there driving right now that is 90% of them aren't doing the speed limit. I can remember a time when the speed limit on the interstate was 55, and then it went to 60, then it went to 65, and now it's 70. And you know, people just don't follow the rules. I mean, it's, you know, and my thing on it is that, not to say that I follow them in a sense, but if you don't ride and keep up with traffic, you're gonna get, you know, in other terms, is you're gonna get run over. I don't mean it in that sense, but you know, it'll be kind of more dangerous to ride at a slower pace than it would be to keep up with traffic, to stay out of the way of danger. So, I mean, most people I see on there, you know, they might go 5 over, you know, sometimes they go 10 over, you know, I mean, there's a lot of times when people do the speed limit, but you'll see that, you know, rarely, because I just think that people just are always in a rush, you know. It's I don't know, like, people need to slow down, you know, and, you know, take it easy and, you know, not be so stressed out. Maybe that's why I'm on this, and I'm taking this route right now on my way to work. So, you know, that does help. It's that initial, like I said, it's that initial rushing part to get everything together, get suited up, and take off. But once I'm away from the house, once I'm away from the city area that I live in, I get out here in the country, it is a lot better. And I know that some of you guys are like live in the city, and I'm sure that living in the city, things are always in a rush, and you know, you always got to be on your A game, I think, no matter where you're at. You know, whether it's right out here in the country or whether it's riding in the city. But yeah, being punctual and having a time constraint it kind of sucks sometimes, but I guess, you know, we all deal with it the best we can. Well, all right, everybody, I'm gonna wrap this up talking about, you know, being late. If you're late when you're riding your bike and you're on a time constraint, you know, how does it make you feel? You know, does it make you, you know, choose not to ride the bike for that day if you know you have to be somewhere at a specific time? Or do you just like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna ride regardless, and I'll get there when I get there? That's sometimes that's kind of the way I feel, is I'm gonna ride and I'll get there when I get there. But I do make it a point, like I said, is to try to, you know, leave early enough to give myself enough time, and you know, things like that. So, all right, everybody, I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all have a fantastic week. If you're riding, ride safe, stay safe out there, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.